bam, bam, bam. Hi guys, welcome to another beer review. Going over to the Brooklyn Brewery over in Brooklyn. Surprise, surprise. This is the East IPA, which is clocking in at 6.9%. It tells you about the actual beer itself on the neck of the bottle, but that writing is way too small for me to waste my time reading. And then on the back of the actual label itself, you get a bit of a history about the brewery. And this was imported to Germany by Carlsberg, Deutschland. This has best before date of the 3rd of the 4th, 2017. It is now the 13th of March, so not the freshest bottle. This is available as well as the Brooklyn Lager in quite a lot of places now in Germany. I've noticed a lot of the more international craft stuff is starting to pop up in places where even like 2 or 3 months ago, maybe, well, about a year or so, you would never find these beers outside of craft beer shops and craft beer websites. But, you know, these are, even back in the UK, this stuff is fairly accessible. And you could buy a 4-pack in some places for, is it about €5? Which is good, you know. I think that's comparative to what you'd pay back in the UK as well. And yeah, so about a week or so ago maybe I picked this up. I picked up 2 of these and 2 of the Brooklyn Lagers. I was a sneaky little fuck and basically replaced 2 of the Brooklyn Lagers in my pack with 2 of these, but at the end of the day, who cares, because they all cost the same, so why would I ever get bollocked for that? Anyway, yeah, Easy IPA, a beer that I have drank before, and I have tried to review before, but I just ended up drinking the beer, because I remember really enjoying it. So, let's see what we get with this beer. I don't think this is unfiltered, so I'm just going to pour it all in. Yeah. There we go. Certainly looks nice. It's got this lovely dark orange look to it when you look in the camera. When you hold it up, it's got a nice amount of haze in there. It's not purely chill haze. But yeah, nice sort of like sunset colour, maybe slightly copperish. Not really ruby, not really amber, but not really yellow or orange, if that makes sense. It looks really good. Beer poured with about just over a finger's worth of a slightly off-white head. And it's what you expect from an IPA. So, let us see what we get in the aroma. I hope there's stuff to pick out, even though it's not the freshest bottle. It reminds me of dish soap on the aroma. Sort of like almost like a grapefruit dish soap. Lovely sort of floral character to those hops as well. Quite perfumey. A little bit herbaceous. You get this like sherbety sort of characteristic as well. Lovely malt character also. And it smells like a sweet, a specific sweet, but I can't think of the name and I can't even begin to describe what it is. But yeah, it's got this sort of like candied sugar sort of aroma to it. You get a slight vegetation / stankiness in there. A little bit of citrus character, more on the lime. Get like slight orange juice as well when you really dig for it. It smells good. It doesn't smell like the hops have faded too much, but they probably have, let's be honest. Anyway, let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. It's got that sort of like Parma violet sort of flavour. Like these really, just like these, the sensation I'm getting is like these really chalky sugary sweets, like stuff like Love Hearts, that sort of thing. We get that like powderiness on the palate. That's the sort of thing I'm getting from this one. It's a gentle hop character, but I know this beer isn't supposed to be like bam, 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 bam in your face with the hops. It's more of like a, to just sit back and enjoy. It's not going to attack the palate too much. And I'm sure the hops would have been a lot stronger on a fresher bottle. But even with this bottle coming up to a month or just less than a month when it's out, you know, best before, you wouldn't think it. You really wouldn't. Lovely hop character in there. It's nice and gentle. It's got this like nice grassiness to it. Lovely gentle bitterness on the back end as well. It sort of reminds me, and I'm not too sure what specific style they're going for with this IPA, but it reminds me of a slightly more hoppy, traditional British style IPA. You get a nice malt character up front, but it's not malty, if that makes sense. Nice upper medium body to it. Very crushable. 6.9%. Not drinking like that at all. But yeah, I was saying it had this sort of like fruity dish soap sort of aroma to it. And I'm slightly getting that in the flavour as well. You do get grapefruit. You get maybe a hint of like a mango sort of flavour. You get those like jelly sweets, like Haribo, Roundtree's fruit pastels, those things that I go to time and time again when I'm describing an IPA. But yeah, that like candy-like sugar. Almost has like a slight Belgian-like quality to it. I can't put my finger on it. But all in all, it's a very solid, crushable, easygoing IPA. You know, laid back Jack sort of beer. Don't even think laid back Jack's even a fucking proper term. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not the most exciting IPA that I've ever had. It's not the most exciting beer that I've had from the Brooklyn Brewery. But it's drinkable, sessionable. It's got just the right amount of flavour in there. It is, to me, pushing more up to a double IPA. It's like sort of like a gentler double IPA for me personally. And it's one that I would probably pick up again, but I've come to find a lot of German IPAs that are considerably cheaper and you get them in 6-packs. So it wouldn't become a go-to IPA, but it's one of those ones where if I'm in the mood for it, it sort of reminds me of the beers that I was drinking when I was getting into craft beer. Like you go to some of the bars in some of the cities and you're like, oh, they've got like an IPA that I've never had before. It's got that run-of-the-mill essence to it, but it's not a run-of-the-mill beer, if that makes sense. It's a perfect gateway beer. Let's leave it at that. In terms of a rating, let's get to the point here. I'm going to give this one, I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Or 7.5. No, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. No, 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, not bad. And it's great to see these beers making the way to Germany like they are in the UK, where they're really easy accessible. You can get them in supermarkets now. And I think that's a great thing. And for the price, you can't really complain about the beer. So if you've tried this one, as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What are some of your favourite beers from the Brooklyn Brewery? What are some of your favourite similar IPAs? And yeah, check out my IPA playlist down below. Check out all the Rate Beer, Beer Advocate, Untapped stuff, as well as links to the Brooklyn Brewery. And of course, I hope, well, before I get there, if anybody else has reviewed this, any of my friends, then their links will be down below also. And yeah, I've gone on way too long for this one, so it's going to be an edited video. Bam, 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 bam. So thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you later. Cheers. Bam, 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 bam.